Hi, this is the last of the Pain H talks, the 5 gifts of Calvary as we've called them. This is H on the end of Pain H. This is H for healing. It's been well prophesied in the Old Testament and said for us again by Matthew and by Peter, who actually walked with Jesus, that it is by his wounds, it's by what happened to him through his death and the punishment that led to his death. It's through those wounds that grace flows into the world today. And does healing work? Well, the problem with healing, the gifts of healing, is at the moment you say healing, many Christians run a mile from that, because we imagine people leaping about on stages, making a great deal of noise, pushing people over, claiming claims that probably are not provable in fact, in truth, and demanding, and all sorts of wrong stories said about people demanding levels of faith which is not necessarily true, and all sorts of difficulties, sharks and charlatans about all over the place, all wanting it. I mean, the whole scene of healing in Christian terms is so messy, and it's so muddled because there are in the church's healing ministry a great deal of different ways of doing it. So it's all terribly confusing if you wanted to learn which way should I do this or which way should I do that. The whole lot is terribly confusing. But if you can boil it all down to the cross, which is a complete job, it doesn't need being added to at all. If we can boil that all down to what Jesus taught and what was given to us on the cross, you find that H for healing is a gift of Calvary, in the same sense that we could have a great exchange. We could take our old nature to the cross and ask for it to be exchanged for some of his new nature. We could do that with our mortality. We could do that with our poverty and abundance and so on, all those things. In the same sense, exactly the same sense, we can take our sickness to the cross and have it replaced by some of his healing, because we know that in heaven he still carries these wounds. That's in the Bible. When he appeared to Thomas, he still had the wounds in his side, but they're healed wounds. And all those wounds of life that come to us, emotional ones as well as spiritual ones and physical ones from disease and injury and so on, those things can all be taken to the cross, where God will try to move his kingdom in to those areas if we can learn how to catch those blessings. So healing is a gift of Calvary. Isaiah said that he would take all our pain and carry all our sickness, all our griefs and sorrows, and that by his wounds we would be healed.